Like this?
Yeah.
All right, sick.
So here with the legend Diego Sanchez, dude. How you doing, bro?
What's up?
So what are you doing out here?
I'm visiting some schools because I'm like gonna transfer.
Oh, you're visiting schools?
Yeah, I'm
Okay.
visiting schools.
How old are you?
I'm 18.
Okay, to get the fucking full lore, I gotta do the full lore story.
Yeah.
About how you're even in New York, just to catch us up. So, how did you? So, you know way more about alt lit than I thought I even knew anything. Okay, this is my perception is.
Yeah.
You hit me with a sick message a minute ago.
Okay.
On the pod.
Yeah.
I've talked about it on the solo pod from like 5 or 6 ago, or maybe like 2 months ago when I went out to USC.
You said this Diego Sanchez
Diego
is like
Sanchez
translating poetry.
Yeah, you hit me up. You said you were translating untranslated Bolaño, or Bolaño's best friend, fucking Mario. Who's it again?
Mario Santiago Papasquiaro.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
And you're
I'm really
all,
into translating.
You are?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
And did those ever come out?
Yeah. No, not come out,
Okay.
but I've basically been trying to translate one of the books that he has published in Mexico.
Hold it like this,
Oh, hold it like this?
Closer,
okay, yeah. I've been trying to publish, or not like, just translating like the poems that he has in this one book called Jeta de Santo.
Okay.
And
what's it called?
Jeta de Santo, like face.
Something of the saint?
Yeah, the face of the saint. But jeta means like ugly face. Like you know when you what would be like the right word to be like when someone has like a moody face?
A moody face?
Yeah, like when your girl is like in a bad mood with you, and she has like she's like giving you
like a rictus.
Yeah, like that. Yeah.
Like a grimace.
A grimace. It's a grimace.
A grimace,
the grimace of the
saint.
saint.
The grimace of the saint.
That could be the title.
That's
yeah.
That's the pod name. Grimace of the saint. Okay, sick. And it was untranslated.
It was untranslated. I know some people like personally from Mexico City that have been like trying to like translate him, but I feel like I've like my approach to translating is this very like superfluous and I really try to get closer, not translate like obviously like the direct words or something, but you know, trying to like bask into all of what he's written and all of the poetry that Bolaño and the timeline and all these things.
Okay.
And I feel like people haven't really done that. So.
Okay.
But I do it mostly for leisure. I do it more for fun.
Okay,
because it even helps me like get closer to the work. You know what I mean?
Nice. You read through Unknown University?
No, I haven't. It's like I
got
can't.
it right there.
Yeah.
I read the whole damn thing.
Yeah. Oh, you have the
start to finish.
Yeah. Damn, you have all of Bolaño.
I got everything. Yeah.
Yeah. I want to buy it in Spanish.
But it's got the Spanish in there.
Oh, really?
It goes opposite pages.
Yeah, the cover is kind of sick.
Yeah, the cover is kind of sick.
Yeah.
Okay, nice.
Yeah, but I haven't bought it because it's like $100.
Is it? Yeah, yeah. I was probably when I had a lot of. Yeah, that's tight. That's tight.
When you were drinking,
Yeah, when I went drinking fucking Goya bricks.
Goya bricks.
Goya bricks of coffee. All right,
Yeah.
so you hit me up about translating some stuff. Fucking, what did you ask me?
I was asking you about like college things.
Oh,
like,
yeah,
I was asking you,
you were asking me whether you should study college.
If I should study literature.
You said I'm
if
an
it's
18-year-old kid from LA. And I was just like, and then
it's really wholesome text.
Yeah, it was a real wholesome message. We started talking a little bit, but you were just a name in my head. And then when I fucking pull up to damn LA, you just came up out of nowhere. I told this story in the pod before.
Oh, okay, you
Up
did.
out of nowhere.
I saw some kid with Fuckboy. I was with my friend.
Yeah.
Then I was like, oh, I know that guy. Then we scoured through all of the campus, and we were like, we gave up. We were like gonna give up, and then he was like, you sure we haven't checked out this hallway? And I was like, nah, let's just drop it. And then he's like, no, let's check this hallway. And then we walked past by and we see all the kids with the Fuckboy books. And then we were like, let's go. We like mission completed. And then we just waited outside. Then I was like, I have the video too. Like,
what do you mean? You took a video?
No. Like my friend recorded like the 10 seconds where I'm like, yo, Sean, it's Diego Sanchez. And you're like, what? The guy who messaged you on the pod, and you're like, oh, what the fuck? Yeah.
That's fire, dude.
I can send it to you if you want.
Yeah. So, but I didn't even know you had ended up going to college. So.
Well, that's the thing. This is like, I don't go to USC. I don't go to
plot twist, dude.
I don't go to USC.
The Diego Sanchez plot twist goes deeper.
I go to like Santa Monica College.
So you just pulled up.
Well, I was just like
walking. Have you ever read By Night in Chile?
Yeah, of course.
That's what you remind me of. You remind me of the Wizened youth.
Oh, the Wizened youth?
The Wizened
youth.
He's
always criticizing the Wizened youth.
Who just pulls up out of nowhere.
Yeah. Well, it was like
you just pull up out of nowhere and just throw a wrench into everything that's going on.
It was a nice like little like happenstance because like I was like
Wait,
I was,
so
I was like listening to your podcast with my dad like in the car, and like it kind of just brought up like a nice like thing with my dad because we love listening to like literary podcasts like the Bret Easton Paul Ellis podcast,
nice.
yours, and we're just like infatuated with just like when we're driving. And that I think like the day before, me and my dad, I was like he already knew about the podcast.
Okay, yeah.
But I was just like, it was like a happenstance. It was just like
Unreal.
a coincidence. Shit works like that sometimes.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
And then you had been listening. Okay.
Yeah, and then I got accepted to USC. I was gonna go to USC, but I got into good schools. But I just decided to like
go to community college.
Take the save money.
So then you happened to be around USC.
Well, me and my friend have we were just like we were leaving school and we were like, let's go to the Trader Joe's in USC.
Yeah. Okay.
And I said I went to USC to not for the guy for the professor or whatever to not be like even more weirded out.
Bruh.
But yeah, we were just bored.
Yeah. So I'm teaching a class. Halfway through, Diego and his friend pull up. And then David, the teacher, just goes, "What? Like you're here you stalked you found this guy who I'd fuck with?" And then they just sat in the class. But then like the second half of the class, it was just like a bunch of like Q&A stuff. So Diego's over here asking questions about fucking alt lit and shit.
Yeah, no, I was talking about like I was mainly like he kind of shut me down. I was trying to a little bit, which is fine because like he wants the kids to learn. Yeah. But I was
an
like
undergrad class. It was an undergrad.
Yeah, it was a senior
senior contemporary literature class at USC.
And he was just like, I mean, my question in the class was just like, was like about the different the variation between like American fiction about like how there's now a difference in even commercial fiction and with this whole alt lit scene or whatever.
Right.
But yeah, I mean, yeah.
That shit's so funny, dude. So then, but you just out here on a random one. But how do you know? But you know that fool Peter BD or whatever.
Oh yeah, Peter. I just met Peter like at a like I used to work at this like library called Heavy Manners, and one day Peter like pulled up and he was I think he was doing a reading. Okay. And I just befriended him.
Hey, you're the Wizened youth, bro. You just out here.
The Wizened youth. Yeah, I mean, I guess. I mean, things just happen, and
well, the Wizened youth is Bologna.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, it is.
Because but by night in Chile, it's all one monologue of this guy who's dying.
This pastor, right?
Is he a pastor?
Or a priest. He's a priest.
He's a priest.
Yeah.
Is that right? Yeah. And he's dying, and he's all like, everything was perfect. Like I had the whole world figured out. I had the best shoes. The water would never come into my shoes. They were the best leather. And then until one day, this fucking wizened youth pulled up and just trolled me. And now I don't know if I believe anything that I believed my whole life. And I'm about to die. And the water's pouring in. Nah, so I don't mean that as a diss.
Wait, you think I'm trolling you?
No. I mean like, because Bologna's always everything is always like. Everyone who's like in literature, they think they have their like perfectly like moralistic like perfect world, and like within the confines of like the institutional protection that they have. But like I'm more
that even goes deep in like his beef with Octavio Paz.
Exactly.
When
he's always clowning these.
Yeah, he's always clowning these
like
high people in the institution.
Writers.
Yeah, Spain funded writers. Yeah, that's very important.
Exactly.
Too. Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah.
So. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes, you come in from the outside, you fuck up the whole scene, make people have a bunch of histrionic responses to your
responses to you.
But damn, dude. So, does your dad write?
No, my dad is just like.
It was so funny how geeked up David was about you. He was like, "What?
Yeah,
you just like literature?"
Yeah, he was nice. He was really sweet. When he told, it was really sweet when he was like, "You want a photo with him?" I was hell yeah, let's go.
David is the man of the people.
Yeah,
he's always
really
looking out.
How come?
No, I don't know. He's just always like, he's always been like real. He's always teaching the book and like wants me to come out and talk to the students and stuff. Yeah,
that's sick. Yeah. I like stumbled across you like just through YouTube.
Okay.
Like I met Peter at Heavy Manners, and he wrote this book called Milk and Henny that was published by Tyrant.
Oh, word. I don't know that one.
I think so. I'm pretty sure it was published by Tyrant. I'm not sure.
Okay.
But I don't think he knew like that many people in. I don't know what his deal the whole thing about him. But I kind of had a vague idea, and then I listened to the Map in the Territory podcast with Dean Kissick.
Nice.
And that was the first. No. I listened. No, that wasn't the first one. The first one I listened to was the Brat one. The guy who wrote Brat.
Yeah. Gabriel
And
Smith.
I have good memories with that podcast because
Yeah?
because it was like I don't listen to podcasts.
Yeah.
Like I've always just been like, okay, read a book and then read an essay or like
Yeah.
read nonfiction about it. But I remember like those days were like sick because I like found out about that podcast and you were like talking about Almost Transparent Blue.
Oh yeah.
And I biked like that the next day I biked while listening to that podcast to the LA Central Library.
That's fucking fire.
And
dude.
I read Almost
They had
Transparent
it?
Blue. They had it, yeah.
That's
but they were like,
fire.
you can't check it out. You have to read it here.
Oh, why?
Because
it's rare?
it's like it's rare.
It is rare.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's rare. Yeah.
Yeah. It's
Yeah.
hard to find.
It is hard to find. Yeah, it's like $100.
If you look it on Amazon, it's like $100.
Yeah.
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 Yeah. I wonder if
Um,
that's because it's anti-military. You liked it though? You read it?
I didn't finish it.
You didn't
I
finish
didn't
it?
finish it. I was
Did you
like
get to any of the orgy scenes?
really no. Oh, I read one of the orgy
Yeah.
scenes. Yeah, the first. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I don't know. It's just like I listened to that podcast, and in that period of my life, I was just like biking to like my friends' like places.
You were just a senior in high school.
I was just a senior. No, summer. It was like I just left summer. I was still
Okay.
trying to figure out where am I gonna go to college. trying to
Damn,
decide
dude.
like where I'm gonna go or whatever.
Damn.
And like, yeah, it was nice. But yeah, I would. So that was my introduction, and then I started like I didn't know you wrote a book.
Oh, word.
So I was
Before
like
the pod.
before the pod.
Damn.
So I was listening to these podcasts, and I was like I thought it was cool because it was this like very like I don't know, because I'm 18.
Yeah.
So it's like, so the way I talk about literature with my friends.
Yeah.
Or to my friend Nico, like, or
Yeah.
whatever.
That's your boy who you're with?
No,
Yeah.
that's mine.
Oh,
That's
okay.
the guy. No, that's just some other friend
Okay,
that I
word.
have. Actually, like, I remember, like, when I discovered this podcast, like, we were, like, hanging out at I think at some, like, party or, like, the backyard of my friend, and I was like, yeah, I just, like, this is a cool podcast, bro, whatever. But yeah, so, like, I just have these like I was like listening to these podcasts and they would like it was another like pillar that would amplify like me like going like do reading these things, reading other things.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was
But you're
just like,
saying because of how you talk.
oh
or
yeah,
something?
because it has this like very like because you don't talk like
Yeah.
like I grew up listening to like Bookworm.
Me too, dude.
Yeah, so that was
I think
like-
I'm Michael Silverblatt.
Yeah, I've heard
People
that.
don't believe me,
yeah.
but I think I am.
You are like the contemporary Michael.
Yeah, I'm
Silver-
young
low,
Michael
very
Silverblatt,
low key,
dude.
very
Yeah,
low key.
young with just a U.
With just a what?
I'm young Michael Silverblatt with just a U in young. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
like
yeah.
with a V instead of the U. Yeah. Yeah, I think I'm Michael Silverblatt. I love Michael Silverblatt.
So sick.
So sick, dude.
So sick. So like
He put me on
Yeah.
on the books. Like
yeah. No,
and he no dilly-dallying.
uh-huh.
Just straight into
to
the
the
fucking
point.
meat.
Coming prepared.
prepared.
And always impressing the like highly intelligent postmodern writers who like are always like pulling up to the podcast like with this like thing
What's your
about
favorite Michael Silverblatt? DFW?
That one is a classic.
That's a classic.
I
You heard the William T. Volman two-parter?
That one is so good.
Such a banger.
Such a
dude.
good one, yeah.
Yeah.
That one is really good. That one actually like got me into reading a little bit of Volman, but I haven't read any of
He's
his
tough.
books. He's cool. Yeah, he's
Yeah.
like the
You got to read Rainbow Stories first.
that's the one I started reading first.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
But yeah, so-
he's crazy.
Yeah. So that was like, like
Yeah.
I started listening to his podcast. So I have like a fond memory of like so it's it's just
Do your parents write?
no, my mom is like a dancer. She does like burlesque. She's
Oh.
like set up in Mexico City, and my
Oh,
dad
okay.
just works at like a tutoring center. But they both went to college. and
You
they're,
grew up
like-
in LA or in Mexico City?
I was born in LA, and I was born in LA, and then I moved to Mexico City when I was like 10 or 9.
Okay.
And then I
damn.
grew up, and that was like my kind of like the wave that like I kind of got pushed into like having like a front to front like confrontation with literature, because in Mexico City like you have it's very like embedded
Yeah.
and my grandma comes from this like highly educated background because she studied like sociology in this school called UNAM, which is like
Okay, yeah.
this Mexican university.
Yeah.
It's actually where the riots happened in Amulet. What about
Okay.
that?
And they're
that-
hiding in the bathroom,
They're
right?
hiding.
On the
She's
fucking
hiding in the
toilet
bathroom.
paper.
That's the school.
Wow.
Yeah, and she went to school there. My mom also went to school there. And then she like got her master's in neuroscience in UC Irvine. And
Wow, dude.
but yeah, I think like.
And you moved back for like high school or something?
No, so I was there for a minute, and then then like my parents started they like separated. There's like a bunch of lore, but basically like yeah, it's like crazy shit. But like basically I got like this opportunity to go to this like boarding school because of my grades.
Okay.
Because I was always a scholar.
Yeah. You're a young
and-
autodidact.
Yeah, young autodidact,
Yeah.
exactly. And
That's the wave.
yeah, that's the wave. And then I went to this boarding school for a year, which was in Oregon.
Oh, what?
And yeah, in like Sheridan, this like
Okay.
small, it's like Hogwarts type beat.
What?
Yeah, it was really sick. Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah.
And you went there for high school?
I went there for my freshman year.
Okay.
And then there I kind of like code switched. Like I became
Yeah.
like a bro. Like I became like, cause I was
What, like a prep school, bro?
no, kind of like a Nelk.
Like a Nelk,
but not,
bro?
but I wasn't. Yeah.
You became a Nelk, bro, who just fucking loves Bologna?
Who loves? That's when I started reading Bologna.
That's kind of
but
who
yeah.
Yeah, that's kind of
Yeah.
who I am. That's fine.
Yeah.
I'm just
Well,
saying.
because the thing is that like I was, you know, like I'm interacting with these like really rich, like I'm like
Right,
like
right.
kids that have like the kids are like Saudi, like
Right.
Saudi kids,
Damn.
like billionaires or like
Damn.
like Mexican. There's Mexicans, Chinese people, like all
like
these like
sons of like
sons
diplomats
of like
and
yeah,
stuff.
yeah, exactly. And
Crazy.
and these guys are like so they want to be like they want to feel an approximation to like American culture so much that their like direct form of doing that is through like consuming Nelk. And,
Yeah,
like,
consuming
and
Nelk.
and being like a predecessor to like a frat boy
Yeah,
or like
exactly.
something. And I actually like not to get in too much into this, but like actually like I came into this school and it was during COVID. This was during COVID.
Whoa.
So we didn't like go into the boarding school straightforward. I actually stayed at one of the counselors or one of the guys that worked at the school, his house.
Okay.
And they set up this house in a small town called McMinnville. And that was when I was going really hard into reading because I was just alone.
Because you were locked
I
up.
was just alone
Yeah.
with these two
Locked
kids.
down.
And it was looking kind of sad. Like I was just like skateboarding like through all of the town, befriending like these like skateboarders that like
No, you good? Yeah.
smoke like meth and shit.
Sheridan, where is that? I know, or I've been up the coast a lot.
Yeah, you've been okay. Well, McMinnville is really close to Portland.
Oh, it is
it's
close to
kind of
Portland.
like it's kind of like the New Jersey or kind of like
got
I
you,
think
got
so.
you.
It's like
yeah,
and
got you.
yeah. So yeah, I started reading a lot. Well, you know the classic like, existentialism, like The Tunnel by Ernesto Sabato, and like
Okay.
you know Sartre, Camus,
Yeah.
and like you know Dostoevsky.
Yeah.
And then I started writing.
That was my formal training too.
Yeah,
Reading those
Yeah.
old existentialists.
the existentialists.
Yeah.
Because you're young.
Yeah. No, when you're young, you gotta read. You gotta go through that period. Yeah. And then you started writing.
I started writing, and then as soon as I got into the school, I saw all the social dynamics that were like in the school.
Yeah.
In this like small ass fucking in the woods.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, if I want to survive, I'm gonna have to like. I started befriending these like really like weird kids who were like into like Evangelion and like fucking like Blade and shit.
Oh, the
But
anime.
Yeah, the anime,
yeah.
and they were like losers. And then like I don't know, like I really was really good friends with them. But then these two Mexican kids who were like you know the cool guys, the frat boys, they really fucked with me.
Yeah.
So then I kind of just like left them. And then and then the reason why I left is because I started like getting too, and then that's when I stopped writing and reading because I was
Okay.
just like
You're
it was
just
like
fucking
back
doing-
to back
You're
like
doing like beer bongs and like.
no,
fucking-
no, bro. The thing, bro. You know like the Riz part or whatever. Like go like Quando Dingle and stuff. Like, you know that video of those kids like dancing, like getting hyped to Carnival.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. I
Yeah,
thought you
yeah.
were singing Carnival.
That was literally what like no drinking, no nothing.
Yeah.
Just like the parties they
just
would.
putting Carnival on repeat.
Yeah, no, bro. They would put
That's
like
so good.
like
She on.
yeah, they were just putting like Migos and like God's Plan. I don't know.
Hilarious. Just
But-
listen to God's plan.
Yeah. Yeah, how much can you fucking listen to?
That's so funny. Just listen to Fiend over and over
Yeah,
again.
Fiend. Well, Fiend wasn't even.
If Fiend wasn't even out yet.
If Fiend and Carnival like came out during that, I probably would have been a different person. It would have been so hyped that I could have I would have reached like levels of
yeah.
like dopamine in that moment.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh my god.
But yeah, so I like got suspended and like got into some trouble.
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
Because we were
You
like
got kicked out of prep school?
no, I didn't get pripped out. No, I was like I did like basically for like really stupid
You
things.
live the most legendary life already. You only 18? Or are you 19?
I was like
how old are you now?
freshman in high school.
You 19?
I'm 18.
You're 18?
yeah.
I can't believe it, dude.
Yeah.
I can't believe you're 18, bro.
Why?
I mean, and you just out here, dude. You just pulled up.
Yeah, I mean,
And you found the pod on YouTube. That's fucking sick, dude. You
Yeah,
didn't even know I
yeah.
wrote a book. That's hilarious.
even what?
You hadn't even known I'd written a book. That's fucking
Yeah, I didn't
fire.
know Fuckboy was that. No.
That's fire, dude.
Yeah, and yeah, whatever. So I left boarding school because I was like they were like, okay, you can come back, and I chilled out.
Okay.
I was on some like chill shit,
Yeah.
and then I was like, bro, I'm not like all the things that this school like promised me, or like art programs and
Yeah.
whatever, like they were like suspending me out of these things. So I was just like, so then I did a year of homeschooling, and then and then in Mexico City in like the outskirts. That's when I got in like I got like really into Hemingway, and I started like,
Okay, sick.
yeah.
You went back to Mexico City.
I went back to Mexico City. I lived with my mom
Okay.
in the outskirts.
And that's where she lives.
Yeah, the state of Mexico.
Gotcha.
And that was a really like important period because I was like, all right, chilling out,
Yeah.
getting back to like what I really care about.
Yeah, they took you. You left the frat.
I left the frat, yeah, at an early age. Yeah, that's why when I was like, all of my friends were like really hyped on like dorming and stuff, and I was
On
like, bro,
dorming?
I already, yeah, like doing the dorms and stuff.
Oh,
I
yeah.
was like, I already lived.
That's
that,
like when I
you know?
quit the basketball team. I went through the same arc in college. I was on the basketball team. And I was like, bro, I can't be taking all my time just broing out, going to practice. I need to like fucking start smoking rollies and like understanding what Heidegger is really on.
Yeah, facts.
I need to read
Yeah.
this start to finish.
For me, it was like the lose or something. Yeah.
Deleuze too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah,
I read that whole
it eats
incoherent book.
The Anti-Oedipus.
Anti-Oedipus. Yeah.
It's incoherent,
not-
but you can. There's some gems you can extract.
No, I
from
wrote
it.
about. That was like I was like. I'd like rant about it in my Bologna thesis in undergrad to like
Nice.
justify like the insane form.
Yeah.
I'd be like, yo, we're just desiring bodies. Like we just leak out stuff. Like I'm leaking out now.
Yeah, I'm leaking out now.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's sick.
That's sick.
Yeah.
Wow, dude, you're very well read for 18. So what Hemingway?
Yeah, well, because
Yeah.
like my dad is like a really avid reader.
Yeah.
And my grandma is too, and my mom
that's
is
sick,
too. So
though.
I was exposed to like the first book I read was like this like, you know Uspensky?
Mm-mm.
He's like the disciple of Gurdjieff.
I don't know who that is.
Oh, you'd be into Gurdjieff because he's on this like Gnostic gnosis
okay,
thing
yeah,
and stuff.
yeah.
But you should check him out. But yeah, it's kind of like it's this really cool book. I wrote. It's called The Strange Life of Ivan Osokin.
Okay.
And it's about this like it has like the mode and the form of like a Russian novel.
Okay.
But it's really spiritual and it's really like it doesn't like go in too much into this like moralistic thing like Dostoevsky does or contemplating too much on that.
Yeah.
It was really revelatory for me at a young age because the kid is like he's so basically like he goes into he's like this crime and punishment character who's like living in like a shitty room.
Yeah.
Kind of like Earn from the first season of Atlanta. Like
Okay,
having a shitty life with his shorty and like all
Yeah.
these things.
Is that the main dude in Atlanta?
Yeah,
Yeah,
Earn, Donald Glover.
Yeah, of course.
I don't know. That was just a picture I got right now.
Yeah. I love a book about a dude who's just
Yeah.
found himself living in a shitty room.
Yeah, like
like
bro,
classic.
yes,
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
fucking like
Yeah.
that's
The
that's
underground man.
That's
mode.
exactly underground mode. Yeah. And this book, yeah.
He trying to kill his landlord. No, that's
No.
about to be me. If I was like,
You having problems with your landlord?
no.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
just saying.
Yeah.
We'll save that for after the pod.
Okay.
But okay, so then what happens?
Oh, and then basically he's like, there's this really cool thing where he and this is like this hit me so hard. He loves this girl, this
Okay.
like beautiful Russian blonde, pale skinned girl.
So this is an
And-
incel novel.
This is incel. This is 100% an incel novel because he's
I
like,
write the borderline incel
yeah,
novels.
yeah, you do. Yeah. And
Okay, so he loves his girl. She doesn't love him back.
no, she loves him back.
Okay.
No, she loves him back to the point where she's like, dude, can you come with me to this to this town?
Mm.
Like, can you move in with me?" And he can't just be honest with her and tell her like, "I don't have money, like I can't." So this thing about like you can't just be honest about these like
Tale as old as time.
yeah,
dude.
tales of the time. I know. And
Okay.
basically it does the Nietzsche eternal reoccurrence thing, because
Okay.
that's like Uspensky's like thing, and Gurdjieff too. And he so basically all these things are happening to him, and he goes into this Chinese like mad, like this guy, one of those like Oriental whatever, I don't know how to describe
Like a
it,
tea
but
house or something?
no, those
No.
guys that read you like the tarot
Okay,
and
okay. He
give
goes
you
to
like
like a fucking fortune teller. Yeah.
fortune teller, yeah.
Yeah.
And he goes into a fortune teller, it's like Chinese fortune teller, and he's like like spitting about all these like
Yeah.
problems that he's
Yeah.
having, like going on or whatever.
Yeah.
And he's like, bro, chill, like I can solve this for you. And he's the main character says, if only I can go back in time. And the guy's like, if you could go back in time, like you would just commit the same mistakes.
Okay.
And the guy's like, the Chinese fortune teller is like, oh no, he's like, no, I wouldn't. I would
Yeah.
like change everything.
Yeah.
Kind of like
What
you
the
know,
fixing was his girl? Because she
no,
left?
fix everything that he fucked up in his life.
to,
So there's
to be broke.
to be broke, to be
Yeah.
this like failed whatever,
Yeah.
and and basically he's like, well, I can like I have the power to put you back in time.
Whoa.
And basically he's like, do it. It's kind of like it's Groundhog Day. I
Wow.
think the book was based on Groundhog Day or something.
Okay.
And or Groundhog Day was based on the
Oh,
book.
okay.
And you know the movie with Bill Murray.
Yeah, of course.
1, 2, 3. Like,
Yeah.
he does that,
Replaying the
Yeah.
replaying the day, right?
yeah.
Yeah.
And so basically he's like, he gets back in time.
Okay.
And then it becomes kind of like Catcher in the Rye, where
Okay.
you see him doing all these stupid things at school
okay.
and being a bad boy. And there's this really beautiful thing where between like in the structure of the novel where you're hearing his thoughts, which are the things that he wants to do, like wants to change, and then the action, which is just living the same life.
Whoa.
Yeah, and then it's like these two forces that are not like allowing him to like.
Whoa.
And it's really beautiful, and the ending is like really good, because I don't want to spoil it, but
Okay.
you should check it out.
Gurdjieff? What do you?
Well, Gurdjieff was
How do you
this,
spell this? What is this word? Gurdjieff.
Gurdjieff was this I don't know that much about. My parents were really into Gurdjieff, but basically Gurdjieff was this kind of like Osho type, like kind of like that, but
Yeah.
but more on like this like more Gnostic, more but his disciple, who was this Russian guy called Uspensky.
I see.
Yeah, he was, and this is the only novel he wrote, and it's
Whoa.
amazing. It's like I reread it like once a year, and
Wow.
it's really short.
So what did it do? Just jolted you up one time?
Well, yeah, that my dad was like, I was like asking my dad, what should I read, and he was like, I was trying to like, I always had this trip where I wanted to be like more advanced, like I wanted to skip all like the basics,
Yeah.
and I was like, I want to read fucking like I don't know like
Pinchin'.
yeah,
Yeah.
exactly, like some dumb shit, and
Yeah.
then he was like, no, bro, just read this book.
Wow.
And I remember like that book took me so long to read, because I'd be reading it on the beach or something, and I'd be like, it was the first time where I felt like kind of when I read Bologna, or kind of
Yeah.
when I read Borges and
Yeah.
stuff like that, like you know, it speaks to your soul. It sounds
Yeah.
kind of lame, but it just
No,
it is what
for
it
real.
is.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that was like my push into like, you know, scouring everything. Then I read Russian literature.
The Gnostic initiation.
The Gnostic. Yeah, it is like a Gnostic.
You embarked
initiation.
on the initiation.
Yeah.